Hello, I'm here today to show you one of my latest journals. This journal has been made by upcycling an old vintage book. I try to look for vintage books in secondhand or charity shops that I know are falling apart, so that I don't have to dismantle a book that is perfectly good for use. This book, as you can see, is quite a chunky one. It has multiple layers on the cover and has a hard back. This layer on the cover has multiple pockets with tags and embossed pages. We also have a vintage postcard here. Inside the book, we have a pocket on the inner front cover, and the book is made up of pages from several antique ledgers in my collection, as well as vintage manuscripts and vintage maps. There are also handmade tags and original postcards. This one is from 1928. I love original postcards. I think they're really, really interesting and personal. This book has 2 signatures, but the signatures do have more pages than I would generally put in my book if it had 3 signatures. There are multiple tabs as well. There's linen. There are Tim Holtz tags. Conqueror cartridge paper. Pages from dictionaries. There is a small mini notebook which I've put in the centre of this notebook, which is tied with Indian sari silk, and this is also made up from Tim Holtz cardstock and the leftover pages that I had when I trimmed up the pages in the signatures, and that just sits in the middle crease here between the 2 signatures as an extra notebook that can be carried around. Here is a original vintage ledger page from 1908. Here's a ephemera that I've created. A vintage map. Some coursework from somebody's engineering degree from 1975. Another postcard. This doesn't have a date, but I think it is probably from the 1920s or even before. This is an original vintage page from an antique ledger that I have, which is over 100 years old. And in the back cover we have another pocket with various bits of ephemera. The whole book closes with a pin here, a crocodile clip, which loops onto the chain to keep the whole journal closed, and then the front section is kept closed by another piece of sari silk. I'll show you the back. The back has a page from a dictionary, and the spine is covered with Tim Holtz fabric, which I have distressed. I hope you like this. If you do, it's available in my Etsy store under a velvet moon. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.